Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Brickenstein here, aka Ken Turner. So I have some footage to show from FanExpo Canada 2025. I'm going to specifically show in this video the Lego booth and everything they had on display, everything they had for activities, the Lego store that they had as well. So come along and let's get started. Just before that, I went into this pedway and ran into this Lego mural just by chance, and they had a whole bunch of facts on the Lego wall, and you can see a whole bunch of kids around enjoying the mural. You can see a sort of overview of the pedway there, and a whole Canada mural just in the middle there. So it's pretty cool to run into that just by chance. So here's the Lego booth. You can see the same sort of Lego logo on top there that they used last year. And they have some Lego Minecraft sets on display. Here's one with Steve and the creeper and the zombie. And here's another Lego display of the creeper. And then there was a giant size display for the creeper as well. Now they did have a different kind of booth setup than last year. A lot less big displays. There was a lot of more photo shoot kind of displays for Instagram, so people can take photos with all the displays and all the sort of setups that they had with different backgrounds for all the Lego themes. So this was the one for Minecraft, and just a little bit over here we had some of the Lego swords. So I guess you could take one of these brick-built Lego swords and then pose with it in your photo. So you can see all the swords right there, nice and colorful. Here's the backdrop for Lego Minecraft. So we're going to go around the corner here, and they had a little lineup going for one of the builds that day. And here's a Sonic set with Tails. You see the backdrop there for Sonic. And then over here we had the Marvel display, which of course had the X-Jet and the X-Mansion, which was really nice to see. It really filled up this glass display. And then they had a life-size Wolverine sculpture on display that was really, really nice. And this was, looks like based off the X-Men 97 costume. There's a little nice close-up of the sculpture. And just below you can see some of the stats there. So 35 kilograms in weight, 80 hours to build. So definitely took quite a while and quite a team to build this as well. So we're going to go around into the middle. So they had a whole Fortnite section. And these people are just like cleaning off some of the dirt on here, but people could take some of these bricks and start making their own little builds on this map. So this was after a few days of this going on. You can see what they built here, a little tree house. And then over here we have some of the other Fortnite sets, like the Durburger and the llama in this one display. And then there's the backdrop for Fortnite. And if we swing around here, you can see the lineup for the build. So this one was not a long lineup. And then if we go over here, you can see the Star Wars display with the logo and the Jango Fett helmet. See the backdrop there. So here's a close-up of the sets on display. I do have the Star Wars logo in my collection. There's the logo there, the backdrop, and some lightsabers too for, I guess, for more Instagram photos. Here's the Wicked section. You can see the set there for Glenda and Elphaba. And then just next to them was some life-size sculptures. So you can see the dress was really nice to see, nice folds, but a very weird look on the face compared to the Wicked Witch, which had a much more kind-faced, I think, but very impressive all the same. Here's a nice shot of them together. Here's another close-up. See that weird, very scary look on their face. So here's the One Piece section. Here's the logo for the Netflix series. And another display there. There's everyone still lining up. And they had a few more sets around the corner here. There's the Black Dahlia. You can see the mini dolls there. I do have this set, I just have yet to build it, but I think it's a really nice set. I'm definitely going to have that built soon. There's the Toothless, the How to Train Your Dragon set, the only one that's currently on the market for that movie. And then around here we have the Stitch set. See the flower in the hair, the ice cream, and his shirt. And then just next to him is the Back to the Future set, the Time Machine, the DeLorean, and I think this is going to be retiring this year. There's some more shots of it right here. And then over there they were giving away sort of keychains. I think game controllers if you showed your Lego Insider reward that you are an insider. You can also sign up and get one of those keychains. But here's the same Bowser and Mario builds or sculptures that we saw last year. There's some more sets on display. Baby Mario, Baby Yoshi, and Toad's house. Here's that same Mario that we saw last year. See his eyes blinking, his mouth moving. And then they had the Lego store there that was still getting set up. And then we have the Game Boy early advanced viewing of it. Really nice set with all the cartridges and the displays. You can see here it was going to be released on October 1st, and then pre-orders are available now. But definitely one I'm going to be picking up. There's a nice close-up of the Game Boy. Really nice job with that one. And you can see the people getting ready, the build, and then everyone lining up. So that's pretty much it for the Lego booth. Here's another shot of all the bricks and pieces for the Fortnite area. So I'm going to just walk out this way. So I did get in line for the build, and this was the second build. I'll show you the first build, which was a game controller. Now here is the game controller. It's pretty simple. It has some start and select buttons on the front here, some arrow pads on either side in this sort of bright yellow-orange and this magenta color. And then you can see the back, it's kind of empty right there. It didn't take long to build this either. It probably takes like a minute or so. But I think it's a nice little build. And I think they were trying to promote all the gaming sets, especially with this build. So unlike the last year's where they were celebrating Star Wars and they had all those mini Star Wars character builds, they just had two this year, and this was the game controller. So when I went on the first day for the build, I got a tip from one of the workers at the Lego booth that the game controller was going to be the first build, and that was going to go all the way till Sunday, starting from Thursday. And then they were going to change it up for the Sunday build to something the people were saying that was going to be a one-piece set. So now it's Sunday, and I'm lining up first thing in the morning. I think this is 9:30, and going to find out what this second build is for One Piece. Now, when the doors finally did open up to the general public, the line got super big. And here's everyone just lining up, some of the workers there. And you can see it getting busier as people started coming in. Here's some of the other workers. See the store is now open. Some kids building in Fortnite area. And then you can see here now people building that one-piece set, and this is the devil fruit, I believe it's called. See the purple one that the one of the workers is holding right there. So what you would do is you would get handed a little plastic bag, a clear plastic bag, and there was bins that you went around and you picked out the number of pieces that you needed for this build. And then once you got all the pieces, there were tables here with the instructions sort of taped onto the table, so there's nothing to take away. You could take a picture of the instructions yourself and then build it somewhere else. But I decided to get all the pieces, get a little spot at the table, and then build it and film it as well. You can see the people in front of me going around for the build, and I finally got to the table. See the instructions here. You can see my bag with all the pieces. And finally I finished the build. There it is right there with the little pearl gold stem. Really nice little round purple build for the devil fruit. And then inside the store they had these big figs, these custom big figs, and the employee behind the counter was kind enough to get the Iron Man out one for me as well, so I can film it and get it all in this shot with Spider-Man and Batman. Very cool. Those are really impressive. I really like the wings on Batman especially. And then I went around and checked out all the new sets that they had on display. Here was the Star Wars section. And they had the Jango Fett starship. And then right next door they had some more Star Wars sets, some brick heads. And then they had the How to Train Your Dragon set, Jurassic World, Jaws, some of the One Piece sets, the Miles Morales mask, and if I turn around you can see the Transformer brick heads for Optimus and Bumblebee, the Wednesday set. Here's Lilo and Angel, all the Wicked sets here. Some more Wednesday sets up above. Fortnite. There's the llama. And the Durburger. And some more. A whole bunch of sets for the llama right there. Really overstocked, I would think. Some of the Mario sets here. Horizon, Sonic, Minecraft, like the ones we saw on display. There's some Animal Crossing at the bottom, Animal Crossing sets at the bottom. And another view of all the people lining up. Some more backdrop. And then we have the Batman 8-in-1 brickhead that's going to be retiring this year. As well as the newest set. This is the Batman Forever Batmobile. I did pick up one of these online though. Some more brickheads, Spider-Man, Groot, Captain America, and Red Hulk, as well as Stitch. And finally, if we go around here, we have Wall-E and Tom and Jerry brickheads. I believe that was it for everything they had in this little Lego store. So if you did show your insiders sort of number, or you signed up, you would get one of those game controller keychains, and also this magazine. And then here I am with the Devil Fruit with the One Piece sets in this little area for One Piece. Thought I'd get a little shot with the Devil Fruit with the One Piece sets. But that was it for my experience at the Lego booth. Other video for the Torlug display, and that will come up pretty soon. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell to get notified with all the latest videos, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.